Greetings, mortals.
And welcome to a mini Cup of Curiosity episode with us, Curiousico. That means we're drinking something. I'm drinking Twining's Irish Breakfast Tea. What about you?
I have coffee today in my spooky skeleton mug.
Cool. So, you go get a warm beverage or a cold beverage, your preference. Get cozy, because we're going to talk about 5 strange occurrences that have happened on Winter Solstice throughout the years.
Since so many of you seem to enjoy our video from last year explaining Yule and the traditions around it, this year we thought we would take a deep dive into some of the weird and strange occurrences that have happened on the shortest and darkest day of the year, Winter Solstice.
Which we are talking about the Northern Hemisphere, which this year lands on December 21st. As we mentioned in our video about Yule, the winter solstice marks the shortest day and the longest night of the year, and it symbolizes a time of death and rebirth.
Yeah, so it's interesting that on this day there have been a few notable discoveries and weird occurrences.
Interesting. Which brings us to number 1 on our list, which is the Apollo 8 spacecraft. It launched on December 21st, 1968. It was the first crewed mission to get out there, orbit the moon, and return. And it was the first mission to take images of Earth from deep space.
Ooh. And number 2, radium was discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie on this day in 1898. And this would inspire her theory of radioactivity that she discovered, and she's famous for now.
Interesting. Anything bad happened to her?
No.
Disagree.
Yeah, so obviously it's worth noting here that this discovery would go on to inspire her to have a lifetime of work, which would eventually become her demise, as she would die from radiation exposure 36 years later.
You don't say. I just recently listened to the American Shadows podcast about this. It was their first episode called Glow, and it talked about Marie Curie and the discovery, and then it talked about how radium was so popular at the time, companies would put it in everything. Water, toothpaste, makeup, nail polish, and there was this factory where these women worked, and they would literally put radium on their teeth and on their face before they went out for the night after they worked, and terrible things happened to them. They eventually went into a big lawsuit with the company, and the company basically prolonged the trial because they knew the women would die, which was bad. Anywho.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah. And another cool fact about Marie Curie is that I think the podcast said you won't be able to get near her remains or her journals until the year 3034. That's how radioactive it is. Yeah. Interesting stuff.
Wow.
Number 3 is the Mayflower, the ship, reached Plymouth Harbor on Winter Solstice in 1620. A couple of hundred years before the whole radium thing. It carried its crew and passengers who were fleeing religious persecution from England. One could make the symbolic connection here about death and rebirth with the starting in a fresh land, and then maybe the genocide of, millions of native peoples that were already here, and the United States was born.
Number 4, the 2012 phenomenon. Remember this one? Anybody?
Yep.
Yep. So this was a Doomsday Theory on this date, December 21st, back in 2012. Seems like a long time ago, but not quite that long ago, actually. This is when a lot of people believed that the world would be coming to an end due to the end of the Mayan calendar.
Little did they know 2020 was a thing.
Yeah. Yep. So there were lots of theories around this. People thought the world was going to end, it was going to explode, or we were going to turn into new beings, all kinds of things. But of course, this did not happen.
If only.
We are still here filming this video.
Don't have any cool facts on that one.
Nah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
All right, number 5. Maybe a strange occurrence. Maybe not so strange. We don't really know. But number 5 is Stonehenge, which is, in case you don't know, it's a circle of massive stones in Wiltshire, England. It was built between 3000 and 2000 BC. We have some carbon dating. Not we, scientists have some carbon dating, and that's where they put it, between that 1,000-year mark. But every year, the Winter Solstice sunset aligns with the Trilithon, I believe it's called, which is 3 giant stones, 2 vertical and 1 horizontal, and it kind of lines right up there in the center. And then there's another stone structure in Ireland, which is called Newgrange, and that aligns with the Winter Solstice sunrise. So if you're quick enough, catch a sunrise, go
Hop
to
on
England,
over.
yeah, catch a sunset.
And there's a live stream, I think, this year.
Yeah,
that
I
you
know
can
that they
watch.
did a live stream for the summer solstice because it also aligns
Yeah.
with the summer solstice. And it was like the first time ever that it was closed and they did a live stream.
Yeah.
So
Yes, it's obviously the big celebration is not happening this year because of the pandemic.
yeah,
But you can catch it online, so maybe we'll put the link down in the description in case you want to check that out.
sure.
We'll probably tune in.
Might have some tea.
Yeah.
Anywho, so that's 5. Bonus one. Disney's Snow White came out on Winter Solstice in whatever year that was. I don't have it written down.
No. Interesting. All right, well, those are our 5 strange occurrences that we wanted to share with you about Winter Solstice. We hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us, had a nice cuppa, whatever you had, and we hope you're staying safe out there.
Yeah. Have a great Winter Solstice, a great holiday, whatever you're celebrating.
I hope nothing too strange happens to you on the solstice, but if it does, let us know down in the comments.
Yeah.
And we can add it to our list next year.
That'd be fun. A viewer strange occurrence for next year, 2021, which will hopefully be better. But, let's not get our hopes up.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. All right. See ya. Stay curious.